Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New York Giants
and the Las Vegas Raiders.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second down. Here's Barkley again.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Jones. It's caught by Mike Evans.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A first down carry for Barkley.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Jones out to the flat, and that's caught.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants are on the board first here in Vegas.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Cousins now to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
To try again after the sack. Cousins looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Cousins. Hard throw, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the roof.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown, New York. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A first down throw for Cousins. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Cousins now. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Here's Cousins. Looking deep for Adams. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on third down, Jones
has this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll try and throw for it here. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Giants!
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Adams.
It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
And they'll begin by running the option. And Jones will hit the deck here. And he is able to pick up the first down.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Mike Evans with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
A Raider first down, 17 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll try to throw now. Cousins.
That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Cousins.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. They'll go to Barkley again. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Daniel Bellinger.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Giants continue to pull away here in this first half.
Gano the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that Plague did on the last one.
Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's got his big tight end here.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Cousins to throw it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the 2nd half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 96 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point try good by Gano. And a rout is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Cousins. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On play action, Cousins. Looking deep for Adams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Throwing, Cousins. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Hollywood Marquise Brown. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd been to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
First down, Giants.
Again, it's Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. 20. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 69 yards. And the Giants have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window. And now here's another interception. And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
A gain of 14. First down, New York.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he went backwards. They'll be down at the 30. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And some room to roam now. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are pouring it on.
A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers, a turnover on the left.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Here's the option going left on second down. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this third down play as we played 3 quarters.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Jones now throwing on 4th down.
Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one.
Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Gano for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Giants 63, Raiders 7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up, and it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
and with with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down and goal. Jones rolling to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you can always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas and they just want to tromp.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Patrick Queen.
And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth and goal. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
He's got room past the 30. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 39 yards there, a big one. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw is Cousins.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A handoff, Barkley running left, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, even with a huge lead, he was looking for more points. Wanted the deep shot downfield. That one goes incomplete. Obviously, he wants to put more points on the board.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Up the middle with Barkley. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Throwing Jones. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. And he is going to have the Giants' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Here's a give to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was